Hey everyone! Today we're breaking down a question almost every IVF patient eventually asks. What's the real difference between a day 5 and a day 6 blastocyst? And does it actually matter? After fertilization, every embryo follows the same roadmap. Day 1 to 3 are the early cleavage stages, day 4 is the morula, and by day 5 or day 6, the embryo becomes a blastocyst. So when we talk about day 5 or day 6, we're not talking about different types of embryos. We're simply talking about how quickly each embryo reached the same milestone. Day 5 embryos reach blastocyst a bit earlier, and that faster pace often reflects stronger cellular energy, more efficient division, and better coordination inside the embryo. Because of that, Day 5 blastocysts tend to have slightly higher implantation and live birth rates. Day 6 embryos needed more time. That can happen for several reasons. The egg might have had lower energy. The sperm might have carried more DNA fragmentation. Or the embryo needed extra time to organize itself. And sometimes, it's just normal biological variation. A slower embryo isn't automatically a weaker embryo. It's simply a slower one. The key point, the one that matters more than anything else, is genetics. Whether the embryo is chromosomally normal, euploid, is far more important than whether it formed on day 5 or day 6. A genetically normal day 6 embryo is far more likely to succeed than a genetically abnormal day 5 embryo. And when PGTA testing is done, Day 5 and Day 6 euploid embryos often have very similar success rates, with only a small advantage for Day 5. Why do some embryos reach blastocyst later? Age of the egg plays a big role. Older eggs often fertilize and divide more slowly. Sperm quality can also influence the pace, especially when DNA fragmentation is higher. Even lab conditions and natural biological variability can shift the timing slightly. None of this automatically means the embryo can't become a healthy baby. Timing matters a bit more during fresh embryo transfers because the uterus becomes receptive at a very specific moment. Day 5 embryos usually sync more naturally with the endometrium. Day 6 embryos sometimes fall out of sync, which is why clinics often freeze them and transfer later in a carefully timed frozen cycle. And once timing is controlled, the differences between day 5 and day 6 become even smaller. When clinics prioritize embryos, they usually choose strong day 5 embryos first, followed by high-quality day 6 embryos, unless PGTA results are available. With genetic testing, the ranking becomes simple. Any euploid embryo, day 5 or day 6, outranks all aneuploid embryos, no matter the grade or timing. So here's the real take-home message. Day 5 versus day 6 isn't a battle between good and bad. It's just one piece of information about how the embryo developed. The embryo that truly gives the best chance is the one that is chromosomally normal, energetically strong, and transferred into a perfectly prepared uterus at exactly the right moment. Sometimes that embryo is day 5. Sometimes it's day 6. And very often, you only need one. For more information, visit ivfforme.com.